Hello Gundam enthusiasts, this is GundamLegacyExtreme, and I am here today to do a review on, give me one moment, the 1-100 Master Grade Qubeley Mark II Puru Two version. I love this thing. It's an easy Master Grade build. It took me only 1 day, 2 days to put this thing together. It would have actually taken me 1 day had I not gotten lazy. Because yesterday, all I did really was just build the torso, minus the head and neck. Well, I had the head done, but the neck you don't put together until the very end. And I had the shoulder, and I had the inner joints for the arms, not the shoulders. So actually, if you don't get lazy like I did, this is a quick 1 day master grade. It's not all that hard because the parts are actually rather big. Anyway, let's start off with the aesthetics. It's a very different mobile suit. It's not a Gundam, obviously, and this is my second non-Gundam mobile suit. I have the first being my 1-144 Alial Sacha as an act. This is the second mobile suit I actually have in my collection that's not a Gundam. Even Psycho Gundam counts as a Gundam because he has Gundam in his name. Some people, as far as I know, there are some people who debate whether or not Psycho Gundam can be considered a Gundam. Anyway, it's different colors. There's 3 different versions of the Qubeley out there. There's the white and like lavender, which is the Qubeley Mark I, which is piloted by Haman Karn. That's the very first Qubeley we're ever introduced to in Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam. Then comes Double Zeta Gundam, where we are introduced to the Mark II Qubeleys, which is piloted by Puru Two. This one's a black and red, though I think the Gundam version, the red is more like a purplish pink. And then later on down during the season, we're introduced to this red and yellow Qubeley Mark II, which is piloted by my all-time favorite Gundam girl, Puru Two. Excuse the LPO part. Colored, like I said, this thing is pretty much red with some yellow and some gray. And actually, if you look closely, that's not gray really. That's more navy blue. This part right here, the same kind of blue you see on Master Grade Strike Freedom. Stickers you get. These rub transfer decals. This one's saying Psycom System 02 Quadruple X Neo Xeon New Type Project UC 0088. Then you get this one right here, which has a picture of Puru Two, chibi picture of Puru Two's head. Says for Plee 2 or Puru Two, as she's called in Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2, which is how I'm used to calling her. Which says the same thing, 02 Quadruple X Neo Xeon New Type Project UC 0088. You get this one right here. This is Qubeley Mark II AMX-004-3. And then you get 2 little tiny coat of arm like stickers. One with Glemmy Toto's emblem, and then one with Puru with the same chibi face of Puru Two. So I only used that one right there on the front script. Okay, so now that we've gotten that all done with, articulation. We'll start with the head. Head will look up really far. It will look down about that far. It can do the quagmire chicken. I'll go with chicken with the way the head is shaped. When you pull the head back, you can only get it to rotate about that far side to side. But you do get, even though you lose neck motion, you do get a really good up and down. Arms will rotate 360. You gotta watch out sometimes though, because it will tend to cause some pieces to start to pop. With these binders, well, I'll get to the binders later. You get it rotates below the shoulder, and then it won't rotate there. yeah, that'll happen sometimes. The arm will bend about that far. I'll move on to this hand because this is a different hand than the regular hands you get. This hand, you get this hand, which will hold, which is made specifically for holding its sword. With the hands, and again, I really like this. It's just like the Mark II, the version 2.0 Gundam. Thumb is on a ball joint. Each finger is on a ball joint. Each separate finger moves, and then you get a second hinge. It's like Psycho Gundam, only in a 1 to 100 master grade. I love that, and they can do this because of the odd design of the fingers. Front skirt will move up and down. Side skirts move a little. Back skirt. Whoa, sorry about that. Those huge honking shoulders knocked the camera. Back skirt moves up and down. Legs will go out about that far. We'll go. That'll tend to happen. Legs will go forward about that far, back about that far. They will bend about that far. Tell me if I'm wrong. Don't these legs look like Sazabi's? I don't have a master grade or any grade Sazabi. Foot will go up and down, side to side, rotate some. Toe will bend down a bit. That's about it. Alright, well, let me just quickly go into those shoulder binders like I was going to. Let me raise the camera a bit. I'm gonna try and balance it. So, excuse me if it falls. Okay, there we go. The shoulder binders. When you rotate them down a bit, they will clip together, but you can open them up about that far, and you can lower them down. You can't really. They're on a ball joint. Oh yeah, a little bit of detailing I did in there. Kind of sloppy. You can lower them down just a bit. You can't get them to go over the hands like they do in the show when it's in docking mode, which kind of sucks. I wish you could. Maybe a version 2.0 will allow you to do that, if they do a version 2.0 of this thing, because it doesn't really need one. It would just be nice if they did to add some extra features that this thing should have had, like the ability to lower those shoulder pads down over the arms, like they do in the show. I kind of really wish they had it. Oh yeah, another thing to watch out for: when you rotate this arm a little too much, you may pop it off because it's on a ball joint. So watch how you move the arms sometimes, because you'll pop it off. And I'm gonna cut it here, and I'll go over the accessories, which not that much. Oh yeah, and one quick thing. Yes, I painted the eyes like always. Those are the only real stickers you get. Eye camera stickers. You get one for each eye. Other than that, you just get rub transfers. Nice, Bandai. You actually did something good for once. You making it so you don't need stickers to make this thing look nice. You just gave us the rub transfers as an option. And really the only rub transfer you need to use is this one right here. These are all just custom for Puru Two. So you can differentiate Purus from Puru Twos Qubeley. In case the person's colorblind, I'm guessing. And I'm gonna cut it here and go into part 2 to go over the accessories, which there are barely any.